Red. All right, guys, here's what we got going on. So this is the Pro Crater Tournament. $200 in prizes going out to people. Big tournament. We've finally come down to the final day. We have Marko and Kwos. They both lost their semifinal matches here. They have now moved on to the third and fourth place game. Winner of this is taking home $25. And then right after that, we're moving into the championship, Legend versus Luke. Let's get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
Here we go, here we go. We got Marko in yellow fighting out of Finland on the right. We got Kwos in red fighting out of Jordan on the left. A couple of top-level Blitz players. They fought through this tournament hard. They've been looking super, super tough. Marko, I mean, both just great players, honestly. So Marko did lose a match to Luke, which was very, very close, which put Marko into this third place game instead of the championship. Kwos lost to Legend yesterday, another very close match, which put him into this into the third place game. Both players, we didn't have a third place game planned, but when I saw Marko and Kwos both losing out of the semis, I thought that was a missed opportunity. So I decided to spur us a little bit more entertainment on this Saturday afternoon, get these guys both in here and get them banging out. So here we come in this first match, Sov versus Sov. And right away, very similar here. Kwos, so we saw this. Marko lost both of his Soviet points. Marko, we saw this from Marko. He goes heavy oils. He doesn't bring the rhinos out right away. And versus Luke, he was able to resist the early pressure one game and was able to win it. But another game, he did succumb and did lose because he was behind on rhinos early on. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see here. You see Marko clearing out some space, getting some sentries up on the cliff. Yeah, so clearly, Marko, one of the best players in the world. He's practiced this. He's looked at the build orders and the meta, and he feels good about pushing that early oil, resisting early on, even if you're slightly behind on tanks. He thinks he's able to compensate with it, and that might be the case as he comes out here with his second War Factory ahead of Kwos. And if he can sustain 2 War Factories this early in the game, it'll be very nice. Kwos out now with his second War Factory. Both players bringing that fodder in. A couple of top-level players. We should see some top-level tank control, some good old-fashioned Rhino wars here. Ed, how are you feeling about this? Luke took all my points. Yeah, this is going to be a close one. Yeah, we'll see here. This should be very, very close. Yeah, we got, all right, and then we do, so for this game, I don't know if I said it, but we're giving $25 to the winner, and it is best of 9. Man, massive Rhino wars here. We see Kwos with that stretch around the bottom side. That's usually the build that he prefers. Marko going up towards that top side. Throwing both players throwing that fodder out in front. Looks like Kwos gets a little bit more fodder through. Marko does have a defensive advantage right now. He's closer to his base, so he's getting reinforced a bit quicker. Marko, sensing that he's falling behind here, does take a couple steps back, but Kwos doesn't have enough to push. Kwos also pulling back, regrouping a bit, getting some fodder. Ooh, but Marko's able to take the crater there, and that can make a big, big difference. To get a couple health pumps on those units, get them juiced up, can always be very, very nice mid-battle, but now Kwos takes his turn in the crater. And Ed's saying Kwos is going to take it. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Ed, you want to hop in here or what? You ignored my message, man. It hurt my feelings. You want to come hang out? Both players just pumping the fodder. And Marko is going broke. Ah, Marko on 3. Well, Kwos also on 3 War Factories. Wow, Marko was building... Oh, Kwos on 3. Marko now on 5 War Factories. Marko sells his MCV. And he senses that this is the battle that's going to determine it. He sees his money bottoming out. Marko sells his MCV. Oh my god, is it going to pay off? He's on 5 War Factories, and Kwos is going to start bottoming out here as Kwos brings out his 4th War Factory. But Marko's kind of quite literally selling the farm here. He needs to push. He needs to win this engagement, because if he doesn't, and we move into a mid game, we move into a late game, Marko's going to fall behind without that MCV to get his tech rolling. He can't afford that. So I don't know what Marko's move is here. I don't think he has the numbers to push. Kwos is in control of the crater, but I think Marko has to push. So very, very interesting. Marko going to try to work that top side. Thought maybe he was going to try to make a dive on the base. Both players, so many dogs, so much fodder, pro level moves. That's what it's all about. Getting that fodder in front, absorbing those hits. And Kwos should be coming out on top here fairly decisively as well. And Marko calls GG. So Kwos, a very, very impressive victory there. That Soviet versus Soviet matchup, seeing those Rhino Wars from top players is always very, very interesting. And yeah, I think hard to say really what happened there. I think Kwos just had his build dialed in a little bit better, honestly. I think Marko stretched out his economy a little bit too much, and it didn't quite pay off. Very, very interesting. Crazy. Yeah, I know eight people in the chat all said it, but yeah, the crater in the middle of the map heals units based on proximity. All right, here we go. Allied versus Allied now. Yeah, the early tech power plant for Kwos made a big difference too. It definitely helps. I mean, it helps in any matchup, but especially Sov versus Sov, gets things going right away. It's very, very nice. All right, so now we have Allied versus Allied. Marko out with some early GIs. Just looks like some anti-scouting at this point. Nothing too aggressive. Let's see what Kwos brings. Kwos, no infantry out of his barracks. Very, very interesting to see the shift on this map that's gone kind of back away toward the early infantry rushes. We saw a lot of that kind of as we went into this tournament, the pro level, but slowing down a little bit as we've neared the finals in this pro division. Okay, but now Kwos with a slight delayed GI rush. Marko hops back to that crater, gonna heal up that Grizzly, heads up. Good map awareness there from Marko. Able to get a few of those GIs. The delayed GI rush is not something you see very often. As the other player develops, the GIs get less and less valuable. But you never know. Different ways to do it. One Rocky out in the crater now, gonna take out those GIs. IFV out now, and Kwos pulls back. So Marko is not pushing any air. Oh, now Marko out with Rockies. No Eagles from either player yet, though, which is interesting. Okay, so now Marko with a handful of Rockies on the top side here. Marko controlling a little bit more in the center, which is nice, forcing Kwos to kind of pack himself down. Gonna try to dive on that Rocky, and that IFV's a little bit late. He does get the power plant. Wow. Oh, and just gonna dive on the IFV as well. So now Kwos forced to bring over his Rockies to try to help out. Wow, and Kwos does not have the anti-air for this situation. And these Rockies are gonna cause some serious issues here. IFV out now. Marko's just gonna dive right on that War Factory. Kwos sells his War Factory. And Kwos without a War Factory here is in a very, very bad spot. I'm not sure what the target for these Rockies is. And Marko doesn't need to push in. He's got the Eagles. He has control. There's no reason to rush here. He just has everything going for him. And he can just kind of edge Kwos out of this game. Up on tanks, up on Rockies. Kwos without a War Factory. That's going to be GG. Marko picking one up to take us into a quick 1-1 match. Oh my god, the paradrop on the backside. Okay, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. And 1-1, a couple quick ones. Should have made this one best of 11. Should have made this one best of 11. But anyway, we'll see. The mirrored factions we've seen playing a little bit faster. It'll be interesting to see. Now we move into the faction swaps. It'll be more interesting to see how these guys kind of counter off of each other after this. Kwos says, such horrible play from me. Oh, Kwos, buddy, don't get down on yourself, man. It's 1-1. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. All right, but yeah, it was, yeah, it really didn't just those Rockies. And it's so funny. Rockies either, I feel like Rockies either are like the most useless, comically terrible. Like early Rockies, you're either like, how could this ever work? And then when they do work, you're like, oh my god, how could these ever not work? Murray. Yeah, a few Rockies really tilted that. Yeah, it's hard on this map knowing the series. We've had a lot of best of nines going, you know, an hour, 45 minutes an hour, which is, I like, you know, I like matches to go about 45 minutes. We've had some BO9s doing that. It's just hard. This map has points that go really, really fast, and then, you know, obviously points that go longer, so it's a bit difficult on this map. Alright, so now Marko with the early GIs, Kwos running uphill to counter with conscripts. And this might seem simple. I don't know how many times I've ever seen a group of conscripts thwart a GI rush. It just wasn't enough GIs, I guess. But that was hilarious, and it worked well. So Kwos out now. Kwos maintains his infantry advantage here. Able to go to the crater and juice up. He's got 4 rhinos. And so Marko's done this a few times now. He builds up to that top ledge, gets the pillbox up, and tries to protect himself on the top side from early aggression. But he does leave his MCV a bit exposed here. So now he's forced to go down. And this is a bit tricky for Marko. He has to really time his pillbox well. So pillbox out now from Marko. Nice positioning of that pillbox. This is dangerous for Marko with those Grizzlies. He needs to be very, very careful here. Ooh, nice Rocky out. Get a little bit of chip damage. Chip damage not as valuable on this map because players can always go juice up in the crater, but it certainly doesn't hurt. See if Kwos responds here with a flak track. Flak track out. And so that Rocky didn't get very much done. Eagle gonna snipe the flak track. Misses the flak track. So Marko's in a tough spot here, guys. He's both players bottoming out money, but Marko's going to go broke quick if he keeps trying to pump these Eagles. Eagles, Rockies, and Grizzlies. Very, very difficult. And now also trying to get GGIs out. Very, very difficult. I think Marko senses smelling danger right now with these rhinos. So just kind of a last-ditch effort here. Throwing some GGIs out there. Getting some more people on the field. Just going to try to slow down this early rush as Kwos brings his fodder to join the party. And Marko pushes in to try to get a bit done here. And Marko does have a sniper to handle that fodder. That could make a big difference here, but man, the Grizzlies melt fast. And I'm not sure why Marko decided to push in, or why he's not choosing to fall back to his defensive structures. But gonna be tough here. Yeah, rhinos in the back of the base. There goes the battle lab. And that's gonna be one massive chain reaction. Keep an eye on those oils. It's gonna be a huge hit here. That's why you don't build your oils so close together, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That elite GGI just went off. Oh my god, that was on one. Wow. I don't know if Marko can make a comeback here, but that was incredible. That one oil would have taken out Marko's entire base. So Marko is still alive. He did lose that battle lab on a second war factory now. Unfortunately, Kwos is on 3 war factories and has 6k. Marko's able to get his battle lab out now. Battle lab out now for Marko. And Marko just needs to hold on and get the mirages in. Keep distracting with these Eagles. I'd love to see him. Yep, I was going to say, get that GGI, get that elite GGI somewhere closer. That guy's doing work. Or send him home to his friends and family with a bonus because he saved the game. All right, so now a 3rd war factory, and Marko's economy is looking flush. He's pumping mirages, and I love this. Wow. Yeah, Marko made it through him by the skin of his teeth, but now he's here, he's in it, and a 4th war factory, and the battle lab. Marko on a samurai level right now, looking very, very tough, and Kwos just pumping the rhinos. Kwos out now with a Deso to try to deal with these mirages, and Kwos, for the first time this game, Marko's able to take a bit of momentum and force Kwos back. Now, I'd like to see a Sniper IFV. Sniper IFV from Marko here to deal with that Deso. The Desos are the hard counter for the Mirage tanks, and Marko's going to need to find an answer. Cannot afford to get those Mirages damaged. Just going to continue. Yep, sends one Mirage up to take care of the take care of that Desolator. Good move. So, yep, now you see the snipers down by the MCV on the right side for Marko to try to deal with those Desos. And Kwos is just spamming the Desos right now, and he has the money for it. And Marko now switching to BFs. Ooh, gonna get that elite GGIs going in that BF. Everyone keep an eye on that guy. He's gonna be doing work. Got some snipers in there to deal with the Desos. And Marko, I love Marko's Marko getting a lot done with these Eagles. I'm worried about that bottom right side. Kwos, I thought, was going to try to take a bite there. Oh, God, and the Kirovs are pouring out, absolutely pouring out now. With Kwos on 5 War Factories, those Kirovs, man, they're moving quick. That elite GGI's got to get down there. But instead, Marko decides to take a bite of his own. Going to try to push in here. But these Kirovs are going to absolutely do work. Oh, and he lets his IFVs get destroyed. So Marko just sacks his MCV there. Marko now trying to push on the bottom side. His attack's not going good. His defense isn't going good. And Marko has nothing left. So Kwos able to pull that one out, but not by lack of effort on Marko's part. Hell of a point. Hell of a point. Wow. Yeah, is that what happened? Marko made a mistake on that left side. I was watching the Kirovs on the right, and when I thought Marko was in a good position to push on the left side, and then I looked back and Marko had lost his army. All right, so Kwos goes up 2-1. As we move into game number 4 here. Now Marko with Soviet versus Allied. All right, moving into game number 4 here. Here we go. Marko now with Soviet. We'll see if Marko continues his Soviet build, this early oil Soviet build. It's a bit passive. That's what we've been seeing from Marko a lot lately. Or we'll see if he tries to pump some early rhinos and try to pick up a quick point here. Kwos out with the early GIs. Yeah, I like this move. There's no reason not to. I don't think you're always going to get your value, whether you win the game, which is certainly possible, or you just slow down your opponent, throw off his build. I think these GIs always get a lot of mileage early game on this map. And Marko sending conscripts on a mission top side. This is interesting. So I like where Marko's head's at with the counter punch. Unfortunately, these GIs are about to end the game. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. 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 Yeah. Well, yeah, if the GI rush isn't countered, it's definitely OP. I mean, you build a deso, you know, that's just kind of how it is on this map. You kind of just got to build a deso. Yeah, the Discord. Schedule in the Discord. Lucky unicorn for Marko. Yeah, we could do that. All right, so now Marko is down 3-1. We move into Soviet versus Soviet. Marko did win this one, did lose this one. So still not match point. Marko's got time here, but he definitely wants to win this point. And the lucky unicorn should be just what he needs. Minka with the lucky unicorn redemption. Marko can thank you later. Yeah, Gus, enjoying the tournament. We got a tournament next weekend, man. Tournament coming up, guys. Everyone's invited, no matter what skill level you are. We got 6 different divisions. Anyone can come play. It's going to be amazing. Hop in the Discord. Link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. Link in the chat if you're watching this on Twitch. Join the Discord. Cash prizes, lots of fun. Everyone's invited. As I'm self-promoting myself, YouTube, like and subscribe helps me immensely. Trying to get those 1,000 subs so I can start making ad revenue, start putting that money back into games. More players, more fun, more action. Subscribing is free for you and helps me immensely. Please like and subscribe, and drop a comment too. You can drop a comment. It can be nonsense. You can just say chicken sandwich. It'll still help me because the algorithm won't know that it's nonsense. Comments, like, subscribes. All right, here we go. So Kwos again ahead on the Rhinos. As Marko trying to opt for the earlier oils. And not ahead by much though. Pretty similar situations. If you sent the lucky unicorn to a grinder, it would just break. The money counter would just spin off itself and explode. So Marko, I feel like Marko's trying to go early economy, but for some reason Marko's always broke early on. I'm not sure what that's all about. Marko sends out some Desos. Kwos, I guess, comfortable going into that radiation there because he knows he can go back to the crater. It's really interesting the way that craters kind of change some dynamics here, and it really does favor the aggressive player. You know, that's always kind of the idea, is trying to create these maps that favor aggression, and obviously punish people for camping. And I think this map, you know, giving that center control, giving the player the ability to heal up is kind of nice. So some Desos and drones out to counter and counter again. So Marko's managing his Desos a lot better. He does have a pretty significant Deso advantage here. Kwos maybe went AFK on the builds for a second. Kwos should not be on 6k right now. It means he was not doing something. 6k at this point in the game is not a sign of something going right. It's a sign of you forgetting to do something. Marko dives on that Deso. Gonna have to bounce back to the crater. Oh, I thought Kwos was gonna try to take a hit there on that bottom side. So we got 3 war factories, very similar situations. I think Marko's micro is just looking a bit stronger here right now. He's managing Kwos's Desos a bit better as Marko does take control of the center. It's funny because the Deso gun, whether it's doing something or not doing something, it technically sounds the same, but I swear it sounds way different. So Marko on the top side with a nice little split there, picks up a war factory, picks up a radar. Marko's got to be happy about that. Nice little split. We haven't seen that many splits on this map. Usually people kind of have to focus their forces to be reactionary and attacking, but that was a beautiful little hit there from Marko. Kwos not reacting well, and Kwos quite literally backed into a corner right now. Marko liked the first split. He's going to send another. If Kwos doesn't defend himself, why not? Marko on the top side going to take a nice bite out of his economy. It's a 3 oil, 1 power plant, chain reaction. And Marko's got to be liking his odds now as he settles into 5 war factories. And he's not bottoming out on money, which is nice. Kwos, again, still has way too much money. Kwos builds a battle lab, and Marko with a split on the bottom side. Marko going full octopus style right now. Split on the bottom side, split on the top side, primary force in the middle. Kwos says, all right, let's go. Kwos dives on the bottom side. Would have loved to seen a couple Desos down there from Marko to slow down a push like this, but I don't think Marko's going to have any problem with it, as Marko also pushes on the top side. Marko really coming into form right now. This is the Marko we know and love. Marko sandwiching this army. Kwos spamming the Desos. Marko needs to be a bit careful here. He's so far up on the back end. He's so far up on his macro. There's no reason to push into these Desos or make any silly mistakes right now. He can just keep constricting Kwos in the map and slowly edge him out. But Kwos doing a good job of staying alive. Marko answers those Desos with some drones. Marko needs to keep an eye on these tanks on the bottom side. Deso pushing in. Ooh, Kwos could have deployed that Deso and got some nice damage done. Yep, and Marko looking really, really nice here. Marko pulls back some of those tanks so they don't take the splash damage. Heads up. It's pro style, pro style. And this is what it's all about, you guys. Everyone's like, hey, Marko, can you do a little bit better? Can you give us a show? And Marko answered. He's looking out for us. He cares about our entertainment. Marko does. Quality guy, stand-up guy. Another split on the top side. Love this from Marko. Absolutely relentless right now. Not letting Kwos catch his breath. Takes that nice little splash damage. Gets a war factory. I think he'll dive on that war factory. Gets another one. Kwos down to 1 war factory, 4 oils, a couple power plants, and a prayer. Kwos able to sneak a drone in. And again, every time I look over, Marko's got tanks on the right side. Marko looking tough. Marko looking tough. I want to give the credit to Marko, but I think we all know it was the Lucky Unicorn. We'll leave the Lucky Unicorn on for another point. Let it even things out. Bring us 3-3, then we'll take it off, because it is a bit unfair. All right. So now we go Allied versus Allied. Ed. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, that's absolutely right, BB. Yeah, an absolutely beautiful play from Marko. When Marko's functioning like a well-oiled machine, I mean, everything is like he does this, his opponent does that, he's already doing this to counter, he's foreseeing his other counters, anticipating the anticipation of what the other player anticipates him anticipating. That's what it's all about around here. As we move into game number 6, Allied versus Allied. Yeah, and so Marko doesn't like the idea of early GIs being shoved down his throat. He decides to be the aggressor this time, bringing out his own GIs. Kwos does get that scout through on the bottom right, though. Oh, actually, oh yeah, Kwos will get the scout through on the top side. Can be nice in Allied. If you can get a nice anti-scout, it's nice for your opponent not to know. Kwos goes super, super early air. Wow. Super early Rockies. Well, there's one more way to counter the early GIs. So now, what's the target here? He's got 3 Rockies. He's going to target the power plant. Marko does often go Patriot missiles, stationary anti-air, but in this case, did bring out the IFV, force those Rockies back. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what is Kwos's move here. He's not committing to the air. He's not only 3 Rockies just to kind of mess with those early GIs. It worked well. It was a good play. But we'll see what that does to his economy and how he transitions out of this opening. So Marko's scouting on the top side. Not really sure what Marko's doing on the top side. Marko now with a decent little tank advantage here. Kwos does get that paradrop, which is nice. That early AFC, those free units early on make a big difference. Now Marko out with his own AFC. Marko with the pillbox on the cliff as Kwos postures up in the middle of the map, taking control of that crater. Nice little group of Rockies, GIs, Grizzlies, and a bit of fodder. Now on 5 Rockies, Marko doesn't seem too concerned, only 1 IFV. As Marko transitions to his own Rockies, we see Kwos bring out an IFV. Hype dance, we can get a hype dance. Hype dance! Marko making a comeback, entertaining us. Woo! All right. Oh yeah, I think I got a warrior mode to redeem too somewhere in there. AVA big edge for Marko. Yeah. Who won the last AVA? I forget. I think Kwos won the last one. Marko takes a dive here on this war factory. Is this an in and out mission, or is he committing to this attack? Yeah, Kwos just throws that war factory. That was a good move there. No reason to dive in. I like that though from Marko. I mean, to be managing all the things you have to manage in a match like this, and then also see an opening, split second, dive in, make your opponent pay for it. And little hits like that, that's what changes in a match like this that's so even, so tight. Brings the Rockies over to try to defend that AFC, not able to. Ooh, oh, I thought Kwos was going to try to dive on that oil, try to get a nice chain reaction. I think one of Marko's weaknesses that people have not exploited it that much is that he does build a very tight base in Blitz, which makes his oils a massive liability. Using the Rockies to clean out those GIs as he pushes in here, he could try to take that oil. If Marko would have shot that, I don't like that. Marko could have dove on this oil, and it would take both oils and that AFC. This is juicy right now. I think Marko doesn't seem to have know the oils very well, and he hasn't played that much Blitz, to be fair, but the way he builds his oils is very problematic. He doesn't really target the opponent's oils very often. He's not really using those things to his advantage, whereas a player like Kwos, a bit more Blitz experience, is a bit more aware of that. Yeah, Marko has a lot of oils in here that would just be absolutely catastrophic. Yeah, not quite using everything to his advantage there. I think that was a bit of a misclick on that bottom side, though. Threw some tanks radically out of position. Eagles coming in again, going to take that AFC. So Kwos is winning the AFC wars. Kwos is up in the battle unit-wise as well. Marko falling radically behind on his Rockies. Marko builds another Patriot missile, so really committing to the anti-air, but it puts him behind on the anti-ground defenses. Really could have used, I don't know, 7 or 8 pillboxes. Obviously, that's wishful thinking. Marko's going to roll through here, and Kwos is going to roll through here, and Marko's not going to have much left, and Marko quits out. Yeah, all right. So that is 4-2 Kwos OP. That's absolutely right. All right, so this is match point. Hi, X. Yeah, I'd have to rewatch it. It'd be interesting. Marko seemed to have a slight edge there at one point, but yeah, blundered some tanks on the bottom left there, I think. It's interesting. Kwos managed his Rockies a little bit better, I think. Both his Rockies and his anti-air. He was managing his Eagles a little bit better. But again, those are all things that Marko's lack of Blitz experience, in some ways, he's able to win. I think the traditional aspects of the game, he's looking really strong in, but just some lack of Blitz experience, I think, is coming through a bit here, which you can't really blame him for. Kwos did play in that tournament last month, so definitely a little bit more familiar with some of the mechanics of Blitz. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Things turn quick. On a small map like this, things turn very, very quickly. That is for sure. All right. So, 4-2 now. Kwos with Allied. Marko with Sov. Here come the GIs. Here come the GIs. It is match point if Kwos can take it. It'd be really unfortunate to see Marko lose another one to the GIs. Just going to be countering. Looks like countering with straight rhinos. Builds an oil right in the death triangle, baiting him. And there you go. Handles the GIs easily. Able to save that rhino, pull back behind the sentry. And that is micro, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you... It's so funny. Then you see that, you're like, oh no, never mind, GIs suck. To be fair, that was a very small GI push, but... All right, so Marko's going to go straight rhinos, the style he knows and loves. Going to try to shove it down Kwos' throat nice and early here with the Soviet rush, bringing out the fodder, bringing out the rhinos with no anti-air. He's going to need to pull back. He actually literally could probably sit in the crater, and one Rocky probably wouldn't damage him, but this is a bit scary for me. Kwos could try to make a dive on the bottom side, but Marko going to use offense as his defense here as he tries to make a little push on the bottom side. Eagle out now. Ooh, does get that flak track. That's annoying. So now Marko has to bring out another flak track. Marko on 2 war factories. Marko is bottoming out on money. Marko not bottoming out on money, actually. So Marko's economy is actually looking nice, and this is actually a really nice early economy. You want to straddle right on 1,000 if you can. If you can keep doing what you're doing and you're not bottoming out, that's all that matters. You don't need a savings account. These troops aren't going to college. We don't need that. It's all about pushing, especially with the Soviet player. Obviously, you want to make something happen early on before the Allied player is able to push tech and start really harassing you with those Eagles. So I like Marko's positioning here, but I feel like his position is going to get slightly worse with time, and I'd like to see him get some compensation for his early development here. Eagles come in, take a barracks, loses 2 Eagles for it. Yeah, not too big of a deal for Marko. So Kwos settling into a nice turtle shell here. Prism towers on both ramps. And is Marko just going to push here? I assume he had that scouted. So Marko's going to use that higher ground. Marko now in Kwos' base. Another prism tower out. Marko gets himself pinched a bit here. I don't think Marko loves that positioning. Okay, Kwos has a lot of smoking grizzlies. It's important for Marko to maintain control of the center of the map, deny Kwos the ability to heal those tanks, and then I don't know what the move is. Marko on 5k though, so got to make something happen. Needs to be pumping on both tabs as Kwos settles into his 4th war factory. He's got 4 Eagles ready to go. I really like this. I like a push on this bottom side here. These oils are looking nice. It's not well defended. As I say that, it gets more defended, and Marko pushes. Marko, don't take my advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, okay, okay. Rhino's pushing. Marko would be nice if Marko had a bit more fodder here. Using flat cans to try to defend from those Rockies is nice. Means he doesn't have to micro. Yeah, nice chain reaction with that oil. Takes the Prism Tower, takes the GIs. Now has some fodder in the mix as well. Gonna snipe another oil, takes a War Factory with it. So Marko finally able to get some punches in here, getting some damage done. Kwos goes for a counter strike on the top side. A lot of juicy War Factories. Marko's this congested build that we've talked about from Marko. It puts him a bit out of position to defend himself. You see these two tanks are out of position now, misrouted. All of his tanks a bit confused here, but does chase back Kwos nicely, getting a lot done. No anti-air in this group, though. A bit annoying, but Kwos... Oh, that flat cannon's doing work, so cleans out those Rockies. And Marko continues to push here? Oh, my God. Marko's going to push? Okay, Marko now pulling back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Marko continuing to push, continuing to push. Marko on 13K now. Marko, 13K. Let's get a forward barracks. Forward barracks. Love it, Marko. You're speaking my language now, buddy. Let's get that forward barracks pumping. Pumping, pumping. What do we got? What do we got? No radar. Marko still doesn't have a radar, or I suppose Kwos probably sniped it out. Marko's got 2 vets in the crater now, getting juiced up, spamming the Rhinos. He's on 4 War Factories. He did take some damage on that top attack, lost a couple War Factories, but still rolling pretty fast here. Got a couple Desos he's going to push in to clean up those GIs, make room for this push. Kwos is low power at the moment. Kwos is low power. Does Marko see this? There's 2 juicy power plants right here. These power plants are a massive liability. Kwos is right on the edge of his power. Marko's going to target those power plants, put him low power. That one has to put him low power. Now Kwos low power. Marko able to push in, clean up these Prism Towers. And Kwos is forced to hide behind his own buildings, using his buildings as shields right now. Marko's power comes back online. Prism Tower is going, and Marko picks up the elite, but he gets sniped out. Marko dropping some GIs in there to try to help the cause. They get gobbled up, and the storm is coming from Marko right now. Kwos is absolutely scrambling. He does have a few War Factories and an AFC. He's got a lot of Grizzlies, but he can't really decide between a base trade or trying to defend himself. Massive chain reaction from this oil Derek. There goes another War Factory. Oh my God. Kwos calls GG. No battle lab, no radar. We're on straight sticks and stones tech right now. An absolute knife fight. I think we have seen battle labs. I don't know. Wow. Marko takes it. Marko takes it. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was a treat. That was an absolute treat. I'm really, really happy about that. As we move on to... Marko won that, so now it's 7, 8. Now it's Kwos, Sov. Yeah. Yeah, no time for a lab. No time for a lab. These guys are running on straight spit and adrenaline, man. No time for anything. All right. So now we move on to 4-3. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. That is awesome. Loving it, boys. Loving it. All right. Here we go as we move on to game number 8 here. And again, it is match point if Kwos can take this one home. Kwos with Soviet, Marko with Allied. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this going. Both these players, oh, you could just feel the energy. I can feel the energy, even though they're on literally opposite sides of the globe. Max in the house. Max, you're in for a real treat, man, as we move into game number 8. Marko is dead set on giving us all a game number 9, and I absolutely love it for him. I got to tip my hat to both these players, really putting on a show for us here today. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, Super Dog on the backside takes out a couple GIs. That's always unfortunate. So Kwos out with a super early Rhino. Drives right into that crater. Wow, almost loses that Rhino. I think he will lose that Rhino. Marko out with the Grizzlies. Going to bring the Grizzlies straight into the crater and try to control that position. Ooh, going to try to target that smoking Rhino. Ah. Ooh. Man, that is like some real nuanced stuff right there. Marko really wanted that smoking rhino. Try to get that guy down and wasn't able to get it. Now Kwos up now. Marko forced to start building GIs to try to defend himself. Interesting to not see Marko pull back to his base here and use the pillboxes. That's usually the idea for the Soviet player. I'm not sure. Or, sorry, for the Allied player. Yeah, I don't know. Marko, maybe some proactive pillboxes. Marko's not scared, though. I like it. All right, Rocky in now. No anti-air. Going to force Kwos to build a flak track. Very quick counter from Kwos. Sniper out now to deal with the conscripts, I guess. Eagle out, gonna try to take, does take a flak track. So we do have a sniper, now another sniper to join this group. And I'm really worried about Kwos just pushing on the bottom side right now. Ooh, melts those GIs, that's unfortunate. A sniper really needs a VIP service. A sniper needs an IFV. Much better with it, but misses that flak. And so sniping the flak continuously, you guys might be thinking, you know, what's the idea here? He's only got one Rocky. How big of a deal is it? If there's one flak, Kwos is going to maintain one flak. So if Marko can snipe the flak, Kwos has to build another flak. It does slow down his Rhino build a little bit, which would be nice right now because these Rhinos are going to be causing a lot of issues shortly. But these snipers are really helping. These snipers are cleaning up Kwos's fodder. Marko, wow, and I'm really surprised about these numbers here. Marko being able to be the aggressor with these Grizzlies. I'm surprised. I feel like these Rhinos have an edge, but maybe he's worried about his fodder. Marko now with 2 veteran snipers. He's got some fodder in that group. He's got the GIs, and apparently Kwos is not feeling comfortable with these Rhinos, which surprises me because I'm always scared. I'm always scared for the Grizzlies. I'm always scared for the Grizzlies. How are we doing on money? Marko on 7K. Oh no, Marko hasn't been building enough. Marko could literally, Marko on 7K right now. Oh, and these GIs, Marko doing a great job of map control here. Marko could build a second AFC and get 8 Eagles out. Marko on 8K. How is Marko on 8K? The Battle Lab out from Marko and Kwos. And when the Battle Lab comes up, the Soviet player has to think, what have I been able to do so far? And now pushing on the bottom side, and Kwos realizing his windows of opportunity are going to be shutting very quickly as these Mirages start pouring out, and Kwos was not able to get anything done early on. Marko denied him so well, somehow being the aggressor with the Grizzly tanks, controlling the map. Very, very beautiful. Top level play there from Marko, managing those Grizzlies well. But now Marko pushes in, and I don't love this. I don't love this, Marko. Why not pull back to your defensive structures? Why not hold on? Why not let the more Mirages come? Why not delay this? I don't know. I don't know. I really, really question that. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do up here. Shouldn't be questioning a player like Marko, but man, that's really unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen Marko pull back to a defensive position, use his Prism Towers, use his other stuff in his base, hide behind buildings, and try to delay this game. He's on 9K right now. He's got the Battle Lab. The Mirages are coming. If he can just hang on a bit, he can have a chance in this game. But unfortunately, there's just so many Rhinos. They're still pouring in. And there's just not going to be much left for him to do here, unfortunately. And that'll be it. Yeah, Marko now without an MCV or a Battle Lab. I don't think he can even resist this, but it's not going to matter. And Kwos does take it home 5-3. But hats off to both players. What an absolute hoot. What a hoot. What a hoot. Great game, great game, great game. Couple top level players putting on a show for us. Love that.